What's going on?
Oh, you went straight into it, huh? You didn't even wait for anything. Just
No, there's no
no,
hello.
s-
Just
no,
we're gonna
s- no small talk.
no small talk. We're just gonna get started. The small talk's on the show.
All right. I'm assuming everything's okay with you because I've had far less phone calls from you this week than usual.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't have any drama going on in my life that I need help with.
Just Ben is not needed. I get it.
What do you think?
Don't do this to me. Oh, the other side. Yes. See, it looks good, right?
Look how baggy. It looks like it feels like I'm wearing a garbage bag.
Yes.
It's actually it's actually really comfortable.
Thank you. And you know what the best thing is? Because I hate this. You know when you're training and you're like all sweaty and gross and you try and take a fucking tight t-shirt off and you're like
Yeah.
trying to wrestle out the cunt. This thing's nice. It comes off and you just Roman.
Roman, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Roman, do you like my shirt?
Yeah, it looks vintage.
Like a garbage bag, right? It looks like your garbage. Ben likes garbage bag shirts, so
I like loose.
Hostile's coming out with garbage bag shirts. We're gonna call them the garbage bag collection.
You gotta call them vintage. Sounds more.
I'm just. We're not gonna call them the garbage bag collection, but this is our oversized collection because everybody wants oversized tees. So
call them body bags.
Oh, that's a good one. The body bag collection. I like that.
For leg day. Leg day body bag.
For leg day. It's true, right? Most of the time, oversized shirts mostly for leg day.
Yep.
Because it goes with the tights.
Yeah, you got to cover the pee-pee a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Roman, can I steal your idea? I need permission.
No problem. I'm gonna get 10% of all the.
That's a lot. 10% is a lot. What, like 1%? We'll do 1%.
Let's do 1%.
1%. Okay. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good, man.
I'm good too. Good.
Yeah. You're not in bed today, Roman?
No.
Why? You're actually sitting at a desk or something.
Yeah, we just had a I don't know what it's called. We had a guy here. He's in.
It's called a threesome.
No. we have mold in the training room.
Oh, that sucks.
So we had to get it official, on paper.
What does that mean? Did they have to rip apart the walls, or what do they have to do?
No, they gotta find the reason and they're gonna get rid of it somehow. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna open the wall.
How expensive is that going to be?
Insurance covers it. I hope. That's why I have to get it, black on white. And,
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And the guy was here he was looking around for almost 2 hours, like
trying to find
checking the walls. He has here's a tool.
Yeah.
And he holds it against the wall and it says how much percentage of moisture is in there.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, it shouldn't be over 50." And then he puts it on this one spot, and it's like 99.
Is it me, or does Justin look like he's 10 years younger?
My face filled out.
What did you do? Do you have a filter on your camera or something? It look like your face.
I don't know. Yeah, it does look like I have like a.
Or is it just because you got fatter, your skin looks smoother?
Hey, my face is like Rich Piana, fatter by the day, bigger by the day. Do I have a filter on it? It kind of looks like I have like one of those ratchet chick filters, huh?
It's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
It makes you look good. It makes you look smoky.
No, I look smoky. I have
smooth. He's being smoothed out.
Yeah.
It does look smoothed out. I don't know. I want to look rough and rugged like you guys.
You can be the pretty one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I got it. I look beautiful.
Ben, how's your prep going?
Prep?
Let's go in.
What did you say,
Roman? I started prep like the week before Christmas because I'm a dumbass and figured that would be sensible.
Yeah, but you have a long prep. Like you're 18 weeks out now?
Yeah, I'm taking my fucking sweet ass time with it. Yeah. But
why'd you pull the trigger before Christmas?
I just wanted to get in. I felt like I wanted to. And, you know, like, it was almost like a pre-prep. Like it was just tidying some things up and just getting back in because I'd kind of gone too far the other way. So it just let me get back into routine, and I just got back in. Like my weight, I was 288 this morning. So, you know, I've been dieting for what, 3 weeks, and I've cleaned up that weight. It's a nice weight. It's not, I don't feel gross at 288.
Yeah, you look pretty tidy in your check-ins.
Let's see what Ben looks like.
I got some fat to get off me, don't get me wrong. That's why we're taking our time, but I feel good at 288. I mean, my training right now is through the roof. Like everything's just dialed in. I feel great.
What's the show? What's the show?
Damn it, Roman. I wasn't gonna say in case anything went fucking wrong.
Okay.
Again.
I didn't cut it out.
But
yeah, you look good, dude.
That's good for fucking 18 weeks out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's always, for me, my body, you know, for right now, I seem to hit around 8 weeks out, 7 weeks out, and things are tracking good. And then I just hit I lose like 4 weeks in a prep for something going wrong.
Maybe starting earlier will allow you to just come down slower so your body doesn't crash.
We're giving it time. I have some opportunities to have like a little diet break in there and like pull back on some things. And my body just seems to resist when things get too severe. I don't know. We'll see.
What is this here? 30 pounds, 32 inches. Is that your waist?
No, it's Phoenix's height.
Oh,
then you. But me.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I think it's a good starting point for sure. I've never seen this. You have a tree growing out of your back.
I
noticed that same thing today. I had no idea you had that tattoo.
Is that still there?
I want to get it. Yeah, that was. I'm going to get that covered up.
Oh, there.
I want a huge. When I'm done competing, like for good, I'm going to get a whole back piece done. It's probably going to be like a whole phoenix on my back.
Why didn't you get like a cool tree, like a bonsai tree or something?
Yeah, why'd you get a stupid tree?
Because it made me feel more smart, because if the tree is stupid, then I'm the clever one.
Okay.
I don't think it's a stupid tree. I just thought Fouad was being rude.
Oh, it's not rude. I'm just kidding. This is like it's a fluffy tree, and I'm just like a bonsai tree would be like badass.
That's a Japanese maple, dude.
Is this a Japanese maple, Ben?
It's a cherry blossom tree.
Oh, it's cherry blossom.
See what I mean, Justin?
It's a beautiful tree.
Whose eyes
I got that done when I don't know, the guy free-handed that. What are we doing an inspection of my fucking tattoos now?
Sorry.
We talked about my pretty face, and
I don't have a lot of content today, so we're just gonna pick apart everybody.
Hey, Fouad, are you wearing an oversized shirt, dude?
Yeah. See, he noticed.
Yeah, check it out. I'm wearing one too.
This is the Chow Wilkin Shire approved oversized tee.
All right, I like it.
That's what we're gonna call it.
I can tell 3X.
I got
this
sent
is a 3X.
Yeah.
I got sent a new a 5X from Jerry. You know Jerry, who does all the artwork, the designs.
Yeah. The Iron Asylum guy. He used to do Iron Asylum stuff.
Actually,
I think, isn't it Jerry? It's Jerry Ward, isn't it? No, Jerry Ward.
No. Jerry Ward is the.
No, that's a different guy. Yeah,
5% guy.
Yeah. Sorry.
I need to find. Yeah, let me show you these. He sent me these the other day. I just have to. He sent me the original artwork, but he sent me some 5XL t-shirts, and I'm gonna send them to the grandson. But he sent me this one.
So that's your new t-shirts coming out?
No, dumbass.
Is that Luke?
Yeah, that's Luke's original. That's because we both had them done at the same time.
Yeah, that's like the OG.
I had that one done, and then that was the original like Juggernaut one before.
That's that's really cool, man. That's actually pretty good representations.
Yeah, he sent me the original artwork, so I'm gonna get those framed and put up here.
Why don't you make yours a t-shirt?
I've got another one he did for me, which was what I was going to do for a t-shirt, which was this the new one.
Answer the question.
That one.
Oh, that's badass. That's badass.
Yeah, that's.
And I just the reason I haven't done it on a t-shirt yet is I'm not sure which one I want to do.
Do the squat. Do your squat one
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
t-shirt, on the back of a t-shirt, and then make your
Yeah.
like a BC logo on the front.
Yeah, the squat like Chow shirt. That's definitely the move.
Yeah, man, I'd buy that.
I mean, if I'd have like got an invite to the Arnold or the Olympia, then Hostile would have done one for me. But I'll just do my own.
Well, sorry, man. It's only we don't give participation trophies.
They do. They give a participation medal at the Olympia. So
Okay, so what show are you doing?
You're not supposed to ask.
Yeah, we don't.
yeah,
need
you're
to
not supposed to
talk
ask.
It doesn't matter if
Anyway,
you say
I've already-
anything. We're going to be talking about it the whole way through your prep. You can't keep it a secret.
Justin, you know, because I've messaged you.
I didn't
literally, like,
check my
20
messages.
minutes
Did
ago.
you message me? Here, I'll tell
Yeah.
everyone what he's doing.
He's
No,
doing,
no, I didn't tell. Okay, only the first one.
he's doing the Colorado show.
He's in the Colorado.
Yeah,
show. Okay.
it's branches
Yeah,
show in Colorado.
it's Branch's show, and Hostile's the title sponsor, so we're going to buy the first place trophy for Ben.
Oh, awesome.
even if I lose, no one will know.
Can I just say, you know what's funny? It's interesting. I said that as a joke, but people actually think that happens.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'll tell you guys
Yeah.
this. So it's Branch is the promoter. I paid Branch to be the title sponsor at the show, but I have no influence on the judges whatsoever. So if Ben wins, people are going to be like, "Oh, Fouad paid for it."
Yeah,
They're like,
you're gonna fuck me now. And also,
it doesn't work that way, though.
I told Branch and Dylan from Armbrust that I was gonna do that show last year, way before you had the conversation about being a title sponsor.
But I wanted to make sure you won, so I told them I'd be a title
Fuck
sponsor.
off. Fuck off. It's an arsehole. They're literally, if I win it now, that's
No one's
literally
gonna believe
embarrassing.
that.
Yes, they are. There's gonna be a YouTube video about it. And it's
Well,
gonna be like,
Welcome to the club. I
Right.
mean, welcome to the club. Hunter, everybody says Hunter got fourth because his dad bought the Olympia or whatever, bought his placing. Now you know how other guys feel. No, but no, I approached Branch because I've always wanted to sponsor like some of the bigger bodybuilding shows. And I know I think Brett was doing a show, or at least he's guest posing at one of Branch's shows. I think he's guest posing at the Colorado. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So Brett is guest posing at that show, and I didn't even know you were competing at that show. I thought you were doing Houston at first, but anyway. So I just told Branch we'd sponsor all three of his shows because he has three, like May, April, and June, I think, or April, May, and June, I think, are all three shows. So we just title sponsored all three of them. So Justin, you might be coming down with me. I'm going to probably need Ben, Justin, and Brett to come down to Houston with me. We'll have a booth there.
And Roman when he signs, right?
When we sign Roman will be there too.
When is it? When Tuesday?
Houston, I believe, is in it's the second one, I think. So it's April. I think it's May.
Awesome.
No, mine's May.
So maybe it's June then. I don't know the dates. I gotta get all the dates straight. But anyway, we gotta set it up so we're all down there because I guess the Houston show is really, really big.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So anyway, I wanted to ask Roman if he could please buy a new camera because this looks like somebody shot it in like a what the fuck is this camera you're using?
This is my fucking iPhone.
What iPhone?
iPhone 1? Is it iPhone 1?
No. Then the what is out now?
Well,
12?
turn the light on. You could start with that.
This is not an iPhone 12 or 13.
Wait, is it the front or the back camera?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It's the front. He's watching.
Camera.
I can tell he's
It's the
watching.
front.
Listen, even if it's the front, I've never shot. This is not an iPhone. I don't give a fuck.
It is.
No, it's not.
I mean, you look good from what I can see.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's like one of those old Nokias that was written iPhone on. He's drawn an Apple. He's just drawn an Apple logo on the back of it, and then
Yeah, it's a Razor. It's a flip phone.
But I'm going
295.
295.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
That's the point.
295, and you're still fucking lean.
That's the point.
What
I'm thinking about doing the Arnold Classic Brazil before that in
when is that?
March something. I don't know.
There's a bunch of shows in March now, because there's the Boston Pro, there's the Arnold's or the Arnold, and now you're telling me there's an Arnold Brazil the same month.
Yeah, you can look it up on IFBB Pro.
I'm doing it.
Ben, you already got it?
It says April 22nd.
Oh, so it's the month after.
Oh, it's April. Okay.
So
it's April.
Indy's probably in April too, right?
April. No, Indy's the week after my
March.
show. So Indy's the weekend after my show. So it's the 14th of May.
Of May, okay. Okay.
Arnold is the 22nd to the 24th of April. So it'll be the 24th because that'll be a Sunday. Well, it depends what they do.
So Roman, you could do the Arnold Brazil and then do Indy if you don't win.
3 weeks later.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have said that the show is actually going on because nobody would have known it.
It's still, a lot of guys aren't going to fly to Brazil though. It doesn't matter.
I've been there. It's awesome.
Is it? Is it like I hear like people are like, and for anybody who's from Brazil, please forgive me. I'm probably going to sound really ignorant, but is it like you have armed guards and shit with you or no?
No, I didn't have any. I was there with Jason Ha.
Yeah.
And we were walking back from the expo through the, I don't know what we were walking through. It's huts and all that at night. It was dark.
Is there a lot of fans crowd around you and shit or no? They're crazy.
You have a little bit of muscle over there. And you are God.
Really?
Like it's no joke. That one girl came up to me at the booth and she kissed me on the mouth.
Yeah.
Never seen it before. Just like it was like I was like, what the fuck?
Did you kiss her back?
Of course.
Of course. What did you say, Justin?
Did he kiss her back on the titty?
Yeah, no, I think if you did Brazil, yeah, and then what's your plan? Do you want to win Brazil or just want to do as many shows as possible, or what's your like ideal setup for this year?
Winning as many shows as possible.
So if you win the Arnold Brazil, would you stop or would you just keep going and just racking up wins?
No, I would keep going.
Okay, so we're gonna see a lot of Roman this year.
Yeah,
good.
That's the plan. And there's a lot of shows actually in Europe. There's a couple shows like Spain, Portugal.
Yeah, but
Poland.
they're later in the year though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all like June, July.
Oh, I thought they were even later. I thought they were like October and shit.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of shows on the schedule this year. That's awesome. And I can stay in shape. I have no problem,
That's really good to see. I wonder if they changed any of the.
Roman can stay in shape. He's never been out of shape.
I know he's in shape right now. Most guys don't get in that shape. Well, I can't tell because it's a iPhone 1. But how did you break out to 295? This is the heaviest you've ever been, isn't it?
Yeah. I took an Anadrol before bed every day.
I kind of believe you. Is that what you did? Is that what you did?
Of course. Yeah.
Of course. It's so matter of fact.
I was 293.
Yeah.
292, something like that. Always hovering like 290, 292.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, man, I'm gonna step it up. And that was the change. I was taking it before bed because I noticed when I take it in the morning or before training, it fucks up my stomach. So I take it like right before I go to bed. And then I figure I'm going to recover through the night,
So you take it before bed, your levels stay elevated for when you're training.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point was to take it a couple hours before you train so that you have like.
Yeah, but all the injectables you're taking, it doesn't really matter if you.
Ben, go ahead. Ben's got
I was gonna say I've seen some guys talking about Anadrol and mitigating the issue with the stomach, and they had to break it down into 10 milligrams throughout the day, and that way it was more manageable, and they still get the benefit during the training session because you're talking like an 8-hour half-life, right?
Yeah.
That's how I saw some people mitigate that issue because Anadrol was notorious for messing up the stomach, right?
I tried breaking them in half, but it still fucked my stomach up. So I just said, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, but they're 50s, so you're going down to
25 and 25.
It seems to be like 10 milligrams seems to be like under that threshold to stop the stomach from getting. I don't know.
Justin,
I've not tried it myself.
Not that I don't know how in depth you guys want to get on this, but Justin, you use Anadrol or does it fuck up your stomach?
I've never really had the issues with it screwing up my appetite, and I've taken like 50 mg Anadrol AM and never really had an issue.
Okay. Wait, why
injectable is the way to go?
Why did you just turn into a pussy, Fouad?
What are you talking about?
we always talk about this kind of shit.
Well,
Like, I don't know if you guys wanna talk
Justin's a new pro.
No,
I don't know exactly what he
fuck.
wants to. I don't know what he wants to divulge. I'm just being respectful. There's a difference between being
We were
respectful.
talking about fisting with these stump last week, and now you've been like, "Oh, do you want to talk about Anadrol?"
Look, maybe I need to do some tests. All right, I'm fucking a little. I'm off. I've been off.
Why are you natty? What's up with that?
I'm honestly just too lazy to do shots. I just hate doing shots.
Doing shots sucks.
I literally fucking hate doing shots. It's like the worst. If anybody asked me what the worst part of my bodybuilding career was, I'm gonna say it's doing shots.
Yeah, I didn't pin
and panning.
the first 2 weeks post show. I just didn't.
And tanning.
Yeah,
I don't mind tanning. It's fucking once a year, 2 times a year, 3 times a year. The shots.
I hacked, but well, I get Denise does my shots, right? I don't know. You're all married, so
yeah, but it doesn't matter who does it. I just hate the fact that I'm in. Like I
yeah,
don't.
but I just go. No, I don't. Okay, I don't like having needles shoved in me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not too lazy to do it. I just don't like doing it, whether somebody does it for me or not. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. But then married, so the woman does the shots and then she does the tan. Like I married the tanning woman, so fuck it. She shaves me, tans me.
You're looking at it the wrong way. You're looking at it like I'm too lazy to load the syringe. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't want to do the shot.
I wouldn't put it past you to be too lazy to load the syringe. That's why there's that miscommunication.
I think but you are you actually working with your doctor to possibly bring back your natural levels? Is that what's going on?
We spoke and he doesn't think it's a good idea. And I never thought it was a good idea. He's like, look, I don't think it's going to be a good experiment. He's like, you're probably better off just staying on TRT.
Yeah.
So now I want to
drive the body weight down.
I still want to drive. Yeah, I'm down to 2. I got down to 258, like pretty comfortably now. So the weight's coming down slowly. Sure. That's the other reason why I wanted to stay off the test, because I think it's easier to drop weight when you're not taking tests. Even if it's crazy. Even if it's 1 shot a week, it'll still be easier to hold my body weight than if I didn't do any at all.
People don't realize that having a small amount of anabolics in play is so protective of the muscle tissue. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's actually pretty difficult to really lose muscle tissue. And like you're seeing all these guys that are retiring now, like Bukowski had to go through, he went through like fucking 2 years of like trying to actively get muscle off of him.
Yep.
It's harder than people think it is.
Well, I think if you're taking a shot a week, plus you're eating 4 or 5, even 6 meals a day, plus like I'm still training. So I'm still eating 4 or 5 meals a day, plus training. If you're still doing a shot a week, it's going to be hard you're still going to maintain maintenance.
Maintenance is super easy.
That's right? What I'm saying. Yeah.
Really easy.
Yeah. So I feel like if I reduce to 3 meals or 4 meals and then drop the test, it'll come off quicker. And it seems to be working. In the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've kind of feel like I've gotten a little smaller.
How do you feel though?
I feel great, but Ben says I'm acting like a pussy. So maybe it's going too far the other way.
Actually, no. You know what? I started off saying that you've called me less angry about things, so maybe it's calmed you down and you're handling your problems better.
No, I'll be honest with you guys. Everything about life is better without steroids.
Mm-hmm.
The only time,
except the gym.
That's what I was about to say. I've said this for like 20 years, or probably more once I got deeper into my career. Probably for 10 years, I've been saying this. The only time steroids are great is for the fucking 1 hour you're in the gym. Other than that, they suck.
Or when you're banging your old lady.
No, I bang my old lady fine without juice.
Yeah, maybe a little more aggressively when the trend's in. But
no, I tell you what, that dab. I don't know. I know Justin doesn't smoke, but dabbing is the best thing for
sex.
Fucking. Oh my god! Like
I would just go paranoid and fucking stupid. I wouldn't be able to fuck.
That sounds ridiculous. Yeah,
dude. I promise you now, and like. There'll be people who can confirm this. The percent, like, how do I explain this? It's like fucking with a concrete rod.
Yeah, but what if mentally I'm like just paranoid as fuck? So my dick is like rock hard, but I'm fucked in the head because I'm like high as hell. That's not gonna feel good. I'm just gonna be sitting there with a fucking rock hard boner.
It feel good for her. You just lay there and just turn all the lights out. Just turn all the lights out and cover your titties and let her ride you.
Roman, what do you think? Is he full of shit? You don't smoke weed, do you?
I don't.
Do you use anything? Do you take a Cialis, a Viagra, anything?
No.
You're just naturally good at fucking.
He's German.
It works.
Man's an animal.
Horse Hammer doesn't need anything.
How is the off season?
Did you know?
going?
Here's a funny story because Germany.
Before we get into Justin's off season,
they had to in the until the 50s or 60s, you could buy crystal meth in like little pills in the pharmacy.
Yeah,
in Germany.
Yeah,
and they actually advertised it as a mood enhancing and yeah.
Yeah, but didn't they give those? They used to give those to the soldiers, didn't they? That was part of World War.
Tank chocolate.
Yeah, they used to give them to the soldiers. That's why their soldiers were so proficient, I guess, because they're all fucking high.
Huh?
No, seriously, I'm not joking. That's
that's real. That's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave especially the SS.
Yeah.
They got the tank chocolates and they got test propionate shots.
Oh, I didn't know about the test part. But that would make them.
Didn't they develop DMP for soldiers in the when they were doing Arctic missions to keep them warm?
I don't know.
I don't know that, but the test and the amphetamines that was for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Shier, how's the off season going? Why are you still so lean?
So it's Shier, not Shier.
It's Shier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I even put it in my bio so people would announce but fucking pronounce it right. I don't know. Matt's keeping food relatively low right now. I think he just wants to keep my appetite in a good place because right now we're not really pushing things. I'm full TRT mode, and
this is you right now.
Yeah, it's me right now.
Yeah, you're like Roman Fritz lean still.
How about that?
What? I mean, you have all year, right? So you're taking a whole year off, so you have time to. Yeah,
we're kind of cleaning out and like I said, just keeping appetite in a good place. When it's time to push, I can actually push.
Did you have to squeeze to 225 or were you there?
Oh no, I was like 216.
Oh shit. Okay, fine.
I had a good conversation with John Jewett yesterday.
Yeah, actually I watched about half of that yesterday.
Yeah, it was
I watched it too. That was a good one.
Yeah. He said something interesting. So in the off season, I don't wear posing trunks because I'm fat and I think it's gross to take photos in posing trunks.
I totally agree. I think that might be the last check-in you see with me in my trunks.
But John said something interesting. He's like, he does it all off season because I
do.
Yeah, I think it's gross. So I'm like, I don't want to see your fat ass in a pair of posing trunks. But Jewett was like, it keeps you accountable because it's more real. And he still takes all the photos. Because one thing I've been guilty of in my off-season photos when sending check-ins is like, I'll skip the ab and thigh.
Like, I never post the side tricep.
Yeah.
That's my fattest one.
Yeah. No, but not even post it. But like, even if I'm sending check-ins to a coach,
yeah,
I might skip the ab and thigh pose or skip like, one of my worst poses or something.
Just send the most muscular. And
I literally cannot. I can't do the side tricep when I'm up at this weight. I can't get back there to grab my hand. Yeah. So I'm like, I go side chest and I'm like straight to the back. I'm like, fuck it. That's how.
But that's what John was saying. He's like, look, just do the exact same thing you do all year, all prep. So he takes pics in his posing trunks. He still does all the poses. And it actually, I think that would have made a big difference. Like you probably would stay leaner just because you'd be self-conscious if you could see how bad it was.
Yeah.
Because everything gets really exposed in a pair of posing trunks.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I don't put on the trunks till like 12 or 10 weeks out.
That's what I'm saying. So I think John's got a good point there. It's like, if anybody's interested in off-season eating or like little cues about how to make your off-season better, watch that podcast. Oh, and then the other thing we were talking about too is one thing I thought was interesting that I never really considered, because people always talk about how lean and not lean to stay in the off season. And John was talking about how lean you are, what your body fat is in the off season depends on how good your performance is. So if you perform well at like 10% body fat, then you can stay at 10% body fat. And if your performance is all 100%, then stay at 10% body fat. But if you're somebody who performs better, who sleeps better, who lifts better when they're 12 or 13% body fat, then that's where you should be.
Yeah, I definitely see a performance drop off if I get too chubby.
So what do you got, Ben? I know you're eating right now, but I'm curious what you think about that. Like, how do you feel about, because I know people try and put a number on how lean they should be in the off season and where you should stay. And I feel like John's perspective is really, really refreshing to me because
Yeah.
it's very dependent on the individual's performance.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things to that. So one, performance is everything for me in the off season, and that's why I don't like a lot of junk food, because typically, if calories is say they're the same both left and right, I find performance is better when my food is the same amount but tighter, right?
Cleaner, yeah.
That's just anecdotally, you know, my stomach, my digestion, I feel better, my energy better. So yes, performance is the number one priority.
Yeah.
I also think how lean or how fat you get should be a little bit dictated by how lean you're able to get.
He was talking about that too. He's like, how long does it take you to get in shape?
Right. Because
and you don't want to rob your prep or your off season by getting too fat because you have to start dieting earlier.
Yeah. Case in point, right?
Yeah.
So if you get shredded easily, you used to get lean very, very
I get
quick,
lean pretty
right?
easily. Yeah.
So I wouldn't, if I was coach, I wouldn't worry necessarily about how much body fat you're gaining in the off season.
Yeah.
My first question is, how's your performance in the gym? If you're going, it's great, I'm so strong, everything's great, pumps are good, cool, carry on. Because I know we're going to get you in shape. The body fat will come off. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
So there's a number of factors. It's not just how fat should I get, and there's a number on it. You have to look at the whole picture for that athlete. And you versus Roman versus Justin are all different. You're going to have different set points or places that you perform better at and that you'll finish better at, because it's about how you finish as well, you know.
But that's a really refreshing way to look at it, and I don't think I've never heard anybody put it that way to this point, because generally people are like, oh, stay leaner in the off season or bulk in the off season. You usually get one of the two arguments. Is it better to stay lean or is it better to get fat? And this is the first time I've heard somebody say, look, it's dependent upon your genetics. If you perform really well while you're lean, like Roman stays really lean. He still performs in the gym really well. He sleeps really well. He does all the off-season things really well. Then stay lean. But if you're generally a heavier guy like me, like I'm comfortable around 13% body fat. So if I force myself to stay around 10% body fat, my performance suffers. That's not worth it. So it's just a really nuanced conversation that I don't think people generally have. They're usually like, oh, it's one or the other. And it's not. It depends on the person and what they need to perform the best.
Yeah. I find my leverages improve as I enter a diet. So I tend to get a little bit stronger and a little more comfortable as I get a little bit leaner. So once I was talking with Matt about this, we've kind of decided, I mean, obviously Matt's a proponent of keeping things a little tighter in the off season, because I think really our bodies are going to be more responsive in a leaner state.
Sure.
You get to a point where you're just shoveling food and you're not partitioning nutrients appropriately, and there is a point of diminishing return. Yep. But I think paying attention, using performance as a metric is brilliant. I think that's what everyone.
Well, I just want to make sure I don't misrepresent John. John was also saying, like, there's no point in getting, like, don't get fat for the sake of getting fat.
Yeah.
He's like, the very first thing you should measure is your performance. So am I strong? Or is my endurance good? Am I recovering well?
Yeah, rest.
Is my sleep good? Like, because when you're dieting and you're hungry, you don't sleep as well. You get up like after 4 or 5 hours, and usually when you're in a good state of rest, you can sleep like a good 6-7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was also I haven't watched the John Jewett podcast, but I use pumps as well to gauge how, because you'll find that when someone's insulin sensitivity drops because maybe they got too fat, the ability to get a pump in the gym. So they might be like crazy strong, but their ability to get a pump because they're not as insulin sensitive and they're not handling carbohydrates. Yeah. So, and that's where like fasting blood glucose comes in. Yeah. Use that as a monitor, because if that's getting wildly out of range, that's going to impact insulin sensitive. It's sort of a knock-on effect,
So we touched on insulin resistance and insulin sensitivity a little bit, and he went into it a little, but I should have delved into it more. But he said it wasn't as, and I hope I'm not wrong in saying this, but I felt like he was saying it wasn't as impactful as we make it, as far as like building muscle mass.
I see a correlation between people.
Why are you saying no? Wait. Why are you saying no, Roman?
I said I don't know.
Oh, you said you don't know. I'm sorry. I thought you said no. Go ahead, Ben.
John's a proponent of like metformin, and I know that he preaches, fasting glucose levels. So I have heard him talk about that. So I'm not sure where his stance is, but
Yeah, like I said, we didn't really delve into it, but I remember like we talked about it for a minute. So I think maybe I'm going to have him on again, and I want to like delve into things a little bit deeper.
I have another.
Sorry, Roman.
I have another aspect of how fat you can get before we change the subject.
Okay.
Fat distribution. You know, some people store fat like evenly.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that store fat in like only the lower back area.
Yeah.
And you might look good all over the place, all over your body, but in that one specific area, that fat doesn't come off and it gets on really thick. So that is something you have to take into consideration in your off season also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying when you're taking photos, it's like kind of goes back to saying taking photos in posing trunks. Mm-hmm. That way you can see like, is my ass getting humongous? Even though my abs, because that's actually something that used to happen to me. Like I would be 300 pounds and I would have abs, but all my fat was in my lower back and my ass. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Okay. So make sure we say, Ben, what were you going to say before?
So with the fasted blood glucose, what I find more pertinent is for that one individual, the change in blood glucose. So I might run 84 when I'm lean, and you might run at 104 when you're lean. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean necessarily I'm more insulin sensitive than you are.
Explain 84 or 104. What do you explain? What is that?
That's like the
number that measures your fat.
The blood glucose. Yeah. I mean, actually, it's slightly different. I'm using the UK measurement. If you get a blood glucose monitor, it would be like, I don't know, what, 3.8. It might be 3.8, 4.0.
Yeah.
5.0.
Okay, I got you.
My point being, it's relative to you.
Yeah.
So if I've got an athlete in the off season and I see their blood glucose trending up in their fasted blood glucose trending up, that signifies to me that they're losing or they're becoming more insulin resistant, or they're not managing the carbohydrates as well.
Yeah.
But if I take Justin, you and me, and I just snapshot it, we might all have the same fasted blood glucose, but it doesn't mean we're all in the same position.
I see what you're saying. I got you. So let me ask you this. So if you get somebody and you're measuring their blood glucose, let's say at the beginning of the off season, you have a measure it and it's 4. How often do they measure it after that? Like, do you have a measure it once a week? Do you have a measure it once every couple of weeks?
Honestly, it depends on the person that I'm working with and whether we got a handle on things. The more I'm trying to figure them out, the more I'm testing.
Okay.
And then once we've got a good idea, I would do at least twice a week with it. I would do once on a rest day because typically my guys have slightly less food on a rest day.
Yeah.
And then after a training day where food is higher, and I would monitor and see where the trends go from there.
Roman, you're somebody who eats like a fuckload of carbs because you don't eat a lot of fats. Do you ever actually measure your fasted blood glucose or anything, or do you just go by how you feel?
Yeah, in the morning, of course. I don't know that's my measurement. I always like to stay around 80, 85, something like that. That's my that's
around like 3.9 to 4.2, somewhere like that.
So that's obviously very good because you're waking up really sensitive. Yeah.
That's really good.
That's high for me. And then when I'm like or after a contest, it's always 68, 67, 69, somewhere around there.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a really stupid question, but I wonder if you guys can answer it for me. Is that, Roman, do you think that's because, like, have you trained your body to process carbs that efficiently because you don't do high fat diets? Like if somebody like Ben, do you think somebody, or Roman or Justin, anybody can answer this, if somebody ate fats and also ate the amount of carbs Roman eats, would they be as insulin sensitive, or has Roman taught his body to use carbs for energy so efficiently that he's waking up with that response?
I might have to add that I was a long distance runner before bodybuilding.
Okay.
So that might have changed my mitochondrial setup a little bit.
So do you have GH in right now?
Yes.
And does that impact your fasting glucose?
I don't know, because I always take GH. No, I'm kidding. It does, when I but not like really like much. Maybe less than 10 points, I would say.
Why? Where are you going with that, Justin?
Oh, I'm just curious. Just because I know that I can, GH can elevate your fasting blood glucose levels.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something.
Ben, can you answer that at all?
Like, but I take insulin with it.
With your GH, yeah. Ben, I don't know if you know the answer, but can you teach your body to use one source of energy more efficiently than another? Like, isn't that the whole point? Isn't that the whole point behind ketogenesis?
Yeah, but you can switch on different pathways for energy production, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily what Roman. I think Roman genetically was always set up that way to be as lean as he is. I don't think.
Oh, you just think he's built that way?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you put Roman on a high fat, high carb diet, he's probably not gonna gain a whole lot of body fat still.
Well, I'm not saying that. I just wonder if his insulin sensitivity will be reduced.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I'm just curious. It's just a theory. I'm just wondering. All right. You guys want to do some questions?
No, you know what about the John Jewett interview?
Yeah, what?
Because him coaching his wife was astounding to me.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Not because of the wife, I'm not my wife, but the girl, one of the girls I was with before, man, two actually, that fucked up the whole relationship.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when he told me like she sends him emails.
Yeah, I thought that was bizarre. I mean, that's cool. I like it. I like
bizarre, but in a good way.
Yeah.
There's like a divider there. Yeah.
I'm not sitting talking about it.
It keeps the emotion out, right? It keeps us to some extent. Yeah.
But I think
the last.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the last time Denise did a pro show, she would send me her check-ins. She'd WhatsApp them to me, split screen them and stuff.
I just think it probably takes a really mature woman to be able to handle that too.
Were you guys living together at that time, Ben?
Sorry?
Were you guys living together at that time?
I literally just moved here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roman, how's your hip feeling?
The operated one is perfect, actually. I have hurt myself a little bit in the piriformis muscle on the side.
Yeah, that's what you were saying last week. That's why I was asking you, is everything back to normal, or are you still feeling messed up?
It still feels a little, when it feels a little tender when not down there, but now when
at
coming up.
Yeah.
So I think the final hip extension move, that's what aggravates it. So I'm going to do a little bit when I train legs now. I do more constant tension. I stay in the 3/4 of the rep on the way down. You know what I mean? The final quarter, I leave out. So then it doesn't hurt. I think I pulled it a little bit, but it's fine.
That's your wife? Fine. How's your wife doing? Good?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Hope that's
I'm just
next picture.
I'm just
Chest day.
Roman. You're retarded.
Chest day every day for me, trust me.
Every day?
Yeah, every day is chest day, man.
How long do you think you're gonna have sex every day for?
You guys are actually having sex every day?
Yeah, she makes sure of it.
Fuck, that's a lot of work.
Wow.
You guys didn't know that? I thought we talked about this on the last podcast. Oh no, it was on a.
I don't watch all your podcasts.
I thought you were on. It must have been somebody else.
No. That's a full-time job, man. That's a full-time job.
Roman
makes sure of it.
I'm gonna make sure. Listen, Roman said that they have sex every day, even if they're fighting.
Wow.
Yes, especially when we're fighting.
Does she? I feel like I'd have to get suck started most of those times.
Do you ever get tired? You're like, I don't feel like fucking today, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Now I just learned a new word. Then she suck starts.
The suck start. Yeah.
But then do you actually get into it, or are you just like, I'm just gonna lay here the whole time?
Yeah, if you provoke it, of course, then it works.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can't be fucking at full mast and not into it. Once
you're
up,
fired up.
I've been that way before. I've been that way before.
Yeah, but you're lazy. You won't even do your own jabs.
No, I do my own jabs. I just don't like doing it. I always do my own jabs.
Yeah, but you're lazy. You're like, oh, it's hard. I'm going back to sleep.
Listen, I'm just saying there's been a time or two I can recall that like I just felt like I didn't want to do much. I was just gonna hang out.
There was actually one time, I think.
Are you guys telling me that every time you fuck, your guys are like into it, like I'm gonna do all the work?
Well, no,
right?
I don't do all the work.
Well, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna lay here and fucking
kick back. Yeah.
Ben, you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
No.
Then you got it wrong every time.
I think it was a miss.
He likes to kiss and cuddle.
Ben's cuddling.
I do like to kiss. Kissing is important. Kissing is important. Otherwise, it's just a hooker.
Yeah, he doesn't. Didn't you say you don't fuck in the morning?
You don't kiss hookers, right?
First of all, you kiss. Let me ask. Wait, Ben, you kiss every time you have sex?
Yeah, not every time, but I would like to. If I had it my way, then yes.
She doesn't let you every time.
No, then I just grab her. I'm like, come here.
Roman, do you kiss every time you have sex?
Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No,
me either.
A lot of times I'm just creeping up from behind and hammering.
Yeah, but then if I'm up behind, it starts behind, but then I manage to get their head and crank it and kiss them.
Nah.
Nah.
No.
So
I'm not opposed to kissing the old lady, but it just doesn't happen every time.
Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm against it.
No, for me, it's like a big thing. It's like one of my buttons. If we're banging,
is that what you use to get fired up?
Oh yeah, but that'll push me over the edge. If we go in and I'm like, she's on top, and when she bends down and starts kissing me, that'll set me off. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I gotta the titties. That'll get me fired up.
Wait a minute. So I don't know how detailed we want.
I don't know why I feel like I'm like the odd one out here on Roman's into it, but Roman's into everything, so it doesn't count. But I don't know why I'm the odd one out for liking to.
Welcome to my world. I'm always the odd one out. So you can take this one. So, but no, you're not. No, Roman likes to kiss every time. You kiss every time, Roman?
Yes, I would like to, but thinking about it, if it's like in the kitchen from behind, like real quick, I don't turn her around first, and then
Yeah.
How
often do you fuck in the kitchen?
It actually just happened before the podcast when you said it's 30 minutes later, then.
Oh, you're like, I got 30 minutes. Let's do it.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's why you look tired.
You made sure of it. You told her that you had 30 minutes and she.
Yeah. He wants that nap. He's like that post leg.
I know. I'm like, you can't fuck before a podcast. Now you look all tired and shit. No, but okay. But in all honesty, I couldn't fuck every day. I don't think.
No.
I think I would get like, it'd be cool for a little while, and I'm like, I kind of want to take a day off.
I'm just tired and not fucking into it. It just is what it is. Like I remember hearing Nick talk about fucking every day, and it's like I think I can't help but feel like he's just full of shit and trying to sound cool sometimes.
No, when I was 26, I could.
Okay, yeah, I forget he is a kid. Yeah, he is.
Like when I was in my 20s, I like anytime it was presented to me.
Yeah,
like
when I was 18.
About the perspective of being married and living with my wife for the last 6 years.
That's the difference.
We're not fucking.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going like 4 or 5 times a week.
That's pretty healthy.
That's very healthy.
Yeah.
But
that's been more so recently. Like last year when I was in prep, it was way low.
Prep doesn't count. I don't fuck at all in prep. Like once I'm past like 6 weeks out or like 7 weeks out, I'm like, leave me alone.
I know some guys like the bang
More
all the way through. I'm like,
I know.
He even talked about banging like the day of his show, the day before his show.
Not me, man. Once I'm like 6 weeks out, I'm like,
I'd say 6 to 4 weeks out. It's
I'm good.
And then it's like that when the trend goes in at 8 weeks out, you're fucking raging for the next few weeks, and then it just tapers down, and then it tapers back up post show, and then you get mid off season where you're really fat and uncomfortable. Then it tapers back down.
That's when the light goes off, the bedside light. I'm like, click.
I don't turn the light off.
For us, it always is going to come in ebbs and flows.
You guys turn the light off?
No, I just make sure I keep my stomach in, like on stage.
He's doing vacuums.
Unless you turn her around. When you turn around, then you can let it out.
No, it's kind of like a self-conscious thing. I don't want to see my gut, you know.
You have the light on when you use the anal chain?
We don't have an anal chain.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, we have one of those. We have one of those butt plugs that looks like a bunny rabbit. You know.
Oh yeah. It looks around. And, yeah. I feel like you have a sex swing. You have a sex swing?
No.
Roman, do you make videos?
Videos? Yes.
You're fucking Roman's the man. Okay.
See, I do miss that. Like married life, I'm not filming sex anymore.
No.
Before I got married, I'd be like filming like fucking this.
Yeah.
Now I'm like I put my phone on silent, put a candle on. It's a different event now. It's a whole
you put a candle on,
starts kissing.
You put a candle on?
And there was some Barry White on and some fucking candle.
Justin, you listen to shit? He puts a candle and kissing.
I mean, that's very romantic.
He's a fucking
rose petals and chocolate.
I don't remember that.
There's no. I tell you what. There is no fucking. There's no like spontaneous fucking in the kitchen anymore. Those days, there's 2 kids in the house. They ain't happening.
Justin, when was the last time you lit a candle?
For sex, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's been a long time.
See now if you do it, both your wives are gonna be like, "Oh my god."
No, my wife would be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Fucking no.
And then
do it.
Then
my wife would be like, "Who gave you this idea?"
Yeah, ask her to drip the wax on you.
Nah.
See.
Nah. No.
Do you guys do that? Do you get into painful stuff? I feel like you do.
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
No, we didn't.
The hitting me in the face.
Yeah, but other than the punching in the face. Yeah, Roman takes punches to the face.
Wow.
Other than because they'll get in a fight and she'll be mad at him, but she still has to fuck him once every day because it's her quota. So she'll punch him in the face while they're banging. But do you get into like whips and chains or like should she pinch your nipples real hard? Like
and say like the nipple clamps.
Yeah.
You look like a nipple clamp guy.
No, I have enough. You know, when I have like pimples on my back and she squeezes them, that's enough pain for me. But it has nothing to do with sexuality.
That does hurt way more than it should, right?
Roman, I gotta tell you, man, Roman, you're the most open guy on this podcast that has ever. I've never done a podcast with anybody that will just say anything. You don't hold back at all. You're like, I've hemorrhoids.
I'm holding back, man. Trust me.
This is you holding back?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But the thing is, it's not for effect. You know, some guys.
No, I know. Yeah.
Guy will be like crass, but for a laugh, right?
Yeah.
Roman's just matter of fact.
He's not. Yeah, it's not shock value. He's just trying to fucking.
Right.
Have any of you ever fallen asleep during?
No.
Any type of foreplay?
Yeah, I've been wasted before at college.
I've fallen asleep. Yeah. I've fallen asleep during.
I've also fallen asleep during. I've fallen asleep on purpose. I did it intentionally because when I was in college, the girl like followed me. You know, when she like, yeah, you have a clinger on, right? And I'm like, fuck, I can't get rid of this bitch. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I just lay there, and then she starts like, so then I'm like, shit. She's like trying to suck start me, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna just start snoring. Fuck that.
No, I've actually been like drunk and passed out during.
I've passed out and missed an opportunity, but I didn't pass out during.
What happened, Justin?
I'm saying I passed out and missed an opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Girl in your bed, and then you'd wake up the next morning and go, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. I drank too much.
I want to hear Roman.
Roman, what'd you do?
Story.
I woke up and I didn't remember anything. But anything that happened, I didn't remember. I remember opening the vodka bottle, and then there's a cut. Now I remember opening the vodka bottle, kissing the one girl, and then I woke up.
One girl. How many
girls were there?
Then I woke up with the two girls that were at my house in bed, and I didn't know anything that fucking happened.
Did you bang them?
I don't know.
Did they tell you that you banged them?
No, because it was like that. Listen, so I still used to live with my mom at that point. So I was on the second floor of the house.
Yeah.
There is a staircase going down into the kitchen.
Yeah.
My mom lived on the first floor.
Yeah.
So we were up there drinking, and then I woke up like naked in my bed with those two girls.
Were they naked too?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, what the fuck? I gotta get it. So I go to the restroom. I go down to the kitchen, get something to drink. Then the first girl comes down the stairs. My mom is in her apartment.
Are you still naked?
No, I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, go on.
So the first girl comes down in like underwear and looks at my mom. My mom is like, hi. She's hi. Yeah, Roman is downstairs. That's so far the situation is usual.
Yeah.
And then the second girl comes down the stairs, and she's like, "Oh, the other two are downstairs." And then they called someone, maybe a parent or something, and they got picked up.
And you don't know if you fucked them.
I don't know anything that happened, and I never talked to them again afterwards.
Did you ask them? Did we fuck last night? You didn't say anything. You just like had a drink of water and they bailed?
Yeah, and I gave them something to drink, and then like a coffee, and then we just had a regular. I don't know. I really don't know what happened.
Amazing.
And I'm not even sure if they knew what happened.
Were you guys doing drugs too, or just drank a lot?
Just drinking.
Holy fuck, man. Jeez. Your mom's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez. Okay, let's do some questions. Oh, before I do questions, how do you like that BMW, Justin?
I love it. I'm really happy with it.
I saw one for sale.
Fuck me, are you literally every day?
What?
You're looking at a different fucking car. I swear to God, it's ridiculous. You have a problem. You know that, right?
It sounds like my wife.
Literally 3 days ago, you sent me pictures of an Audi, then a Corvette. Now you're asking Justin about a BMW. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Audi is not that good. Stay away from Audi.
No, come on. The RS7's
I like the RSQ8s as well.
The RS7. I almost bought an RS7. It was like that.
Oh yeah,
that close.
maybe that's.
Oh,
yeah, that's an exception.
Yeah. Why? What Audi are you talking about? That shit.
Yeah, all the other ones, like the 3, the 5, and all
the smaller ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're SUVs. They're not that. I would rather have a BMW instead of a Q7 or something like that.
Yeah.
I
don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, Ben. I just like. To me, I just swap cars.
Oh.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You do what I do with food. Like I was telling you when I order skip the dishes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'll go and I'll on my app I'll order what food I want, but then I won't actually order it.
I do that with cars.
Right.
I'll go to the dealership, I'll look at it.
Yeah.
I'll pretend I'm gonna buy it, then I'll fucking leave. But there will be a time where I'll be like, all right, let me sign the paperwork.
Okay, so
every now and then I'll order a Big Mac, but
what did you say, Justin?
You seen X5M for sale?
Yeah, I've seen a couple 2022s for sale that look nice. It just they're white, and I don't think I want white.
Yeah, I mean you can always wrap it, but
yeah. But I don't
2022, just 2022.
Yeah, like a new one.
Your minus.
Okay.
Yeah, brand new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to ask because I'm thinking about it, but I feel like it's too small.
It's really not too small.
Yeah, but I'm used to driving the Escalade. The Escalade's big. Right?
Yeah,
it's like
it's bigger than the RS7.
This is true. I guess that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's the same argument where you said the RS7 is too small. I'm going to wait until the Corvette comes out. That's what you said to me.
It's not the same though, because the Corvette I expect to be tight and small because it's a sports car. The RS7 is a sports sedan, so I expect it to be small, but not as small. It's supposed to be comfortable, right? Like the RS7 is not a small car. It's big and wide, and it's like it's their flagship, I guess. Well, there's the A8, but anyway, it's the RS7 is a bigger sedan. So, but when I got in it, I'm like, it's not that big in here. So I'm like, if I'm going to buy a sports sedan, I want it to be somewhat comfortable.
Yeah. Have you tried the Panamera?
I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it.
The Panameras.
I like them. Those are a bit bigger than
the GTS on the Panamera.
I love Porsche, but they're also way more expensive. Like a Panamera Turbo S is like $200,000 here. So it's like it's out of my range, you know. I'm not balling like that.
Yeah.
Ben, seen you looking into getting a car. What are you thinking?
Who, Ben?
Me?
Ben. Yeah.
Oh. The problem is now that I got my green card approved, we're looking at houses. And I'm like, do I want to, because I like the Range Rovers, I like the Panameras, I like the new Taycan.
Yeah.
Taycan.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And then I also like the 911 G. I like the 911 GT3, which my friend said to me, I pretty much can't lose money on. But you could buy it for a year and you could literally just get rid of it for the same money.
Yeah, but the question I have to ask you is, what is the purpose of it? Because they're all different, right? Like the Taycan Turbo is a small car. The GT3 is a small car. The Range Rover SVR is big and roomy.
Well, the SVR would be more like a car for Denise. We'd get rid of the truck.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Is like
we'd keep the truck, but that'd be daily.
That's what I'm asking you. Is like, what do you want? Do you want a daily? Do you want a sports car? Do you want a functional? Like, what are you looking for?
I'd like to get her the Range Rover and then get me something stupid.
I would get the GT3, man. I love the Porsches are so well built.
Yeah, and they're not going to lose money if I have it for a year.
They fucking you make money on them. Like nobody loses money on a fucking Porsche. Not the more rare ones anyway. Yeah.
I don't know. But then the house is the priority, and I want to. When we move, is when I'm going to open the gym, and we just need to. And then do we build a house? I don't know. Where there's all these things going on, and I'm like, the car is like going to set back that end goal.
Ben, follow this page. I've been following this page here.
Yeah.
Navo Realty Group.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the fucking houses in here, man. Look at this one in Prosper. Where is it? This is in Prosper. This is where I kind of want to live.
That's just right outside of.
Hey,
right outside of Dallas.
You know the problem with this?
Wow,
and I've already had this. Go back to the beginning. I'll tell you what the problem with this is.
I can't. I got to start it again.
Just which one? Okay, that right.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that Denise says, "Oh no, it's overlooked."
What do you mean it's overlooked?
I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Because we're on 10 acres of land. Have you seen? There's no one here, right?
Yeah.
There's a house next door, and there's a house next door.
She wants more privacy. You mean?
Yeah, we have to have like.
Well, you're not going to buy in Prosper then. You're probably going to buy somewhere in some of these other places.
A nice place for $760.
Dude, Justin, I don't know what price home values are like in Oregon.
It's terrible because of the cannabis thing. In real estate is through the roof.
Okay, listen to me. So in Windsor, like Canadian home prices across the board have gone up like insanely. But where I live, my home here, I could like that house is just as nice as my house, and it's like less than half the price.
Yeah.
Like the values in Dallas, and well, not necessarily in Dallas, but in Texas and some of the surrounding areas.
I've been looking. I've been.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I'm like, why wouldn't I move? Like this is a beautiful house for $760. 4 to 6 bedrooms, 4 to 6 bathrooms, 3-car garage. Like
right now, with like lumber prices and material prices, you can't build that place.
Look how nice this fucking house is, man. Vaulted ceilings and shit. Like,
yeah, if you were to build that, you'd spend $1 million on it.
Of course, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. It really makes no sense.
So I'm like, and Prosper's like right outside of Dallas. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to fucking live there? It's so this.
We're looking at nice, like the area is more important to me first than that. Like I want to choose the area because the area that we go to is where the gym's going to be as well. So,
well, do you mean the area? You mean the location, the city? You don't mean, but how important is the acreage to you?
It's not important to me because I grew up in fucking London and England, which.
Well, I meant for Denise too, right?
It's like I said, she wants. You remember our backyard?
Yeah.
She's like, I want that amount of space as a minimum.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look somewhere other than like.
I don't care as much about acreage as I care about privacy.
I care about privacy.
It's more.
My house that I'm developing right now has 6 acres on it, but I just bought the neighboring 12 acres because my neighbor put it up for sale, and I don't want a neighbor.
Yeah.
So now I have almost 19 acres between the two.
We have like
awesome, but more than anything, I just don't have a neighbor anymore.
Look at this, man.
See, I want to downsize because we have 10 acres and it's a fucking pain in the ass to keep.
Look at this. This is
a lot of that 19 acres is native, and I won't mess with it. There's a lot of like little areas, but
this is 4,000 square feet is 460. Like that's what I'm saying. How? Look how nice it is.
Home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
it is very nice.
This is $400,000, like 460. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend over $1 million just building the home that I'm building.
Look at the backyard. That's not small, man.
No, that's huge.
No.
That's an acre large, or 3/4 of an acre.
The only thing I don't like about this is when you have homes like our house here, we have like a little lake behind us, and then there's houses on the other side of the lake. So I feel like I have some privacy. The only thing I don't like about this is like this house like can see right into your backyard. Like if you have a pool.
Denise wouldn't have that. I wouldn't be allowed to live there because Denise would be like, no, they can see.
I wouldn't want to live there either.
I don't necessarily disagree with Denise. I don't mind homes necessarily to the side. I don't like that.
Right. That's why if it was behind looking in, then I'm like, no. If they're right next to us, and which I don't have an issue with that, but she wants a little more.
Yeah, I get it. So listen, there was a house that I bought. My first like expensive home I bought was in Brampton, Ontario, and there was nothing behind it. So we buy it, right? And the living room faces the backyard. So we buy it, lots of windows. Like 6 months after we buy it, they put up a 4-story townhouse complex. The fucking people in the kitchen behind us are looking into my living room. And those houses in Brampton, they don't have deep backyards. Like my backyard was like, I don't know, I want to say 10 or 15 yards deep. So the person cooking, like I could see like they're making eggs. Like I can see like what they're making. I'm like, after that,
you can see Roman fucking his wife.
No. So after that experience, I told myself I'm never like behind the house neighbors if I can avoid it. I don't.
Yeah.
That's actually part of why I bought that neighboring property. I didn't realize it. Fouad, I sent you pictures of my property, the view and everything.
Yeah.
So right at that view lot where I cut the building pad, there's a big cut bank here, and I didn't realize at the top of that cut bank there's a sliver of the neighboring property, so that their property line runs up right above that cut bank. So when I talked to the neighbor about buying it, I realized that he had just leveled out a pad at the top of my cut bank and was going to build like a hangout area to take in the view. But for that hangout area, you're looking right into my backyard,
right into your house. Yeah.
Where I plan on maybe having my pool and where me and my old lady may hang out in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right at it. And he's showing me this, like, look how cool this is. I'm like, this isn't cool, dude. This is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. That would bother me.
So I kind of panicked and made sure I got the place.
Okay, one more, and we'll get off houses just because this is fucking insane. Look at this. This is 950. This is in Allen, Texas. This is where Destination Dallas is. Yeah. So this is right in the same city as Destination Dallas. Look how nice this fucking house is for 950. This house here in Windsor would be like $3 million.
Oh yeah. Yeah, same here in Oregon.
Holy shit.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Wow.
See, a kitchen is that I have to have a nice. Wherever we move, the kitchen's got to be fucking nailed. You know.
Look at that.
What's the real estate like in Colorado? Because that's what you're looking at, right, Ben?
Colorado, or in this area, or Dallas.
Yeah.
See, but look at this. Like,
fuck that. Fuck that.
I can't open the window because this guy's gonna see in my fucking bathroom. Like, I don't want to buy a house where I got to keep the drapes closed all the time.
No. Colorado is expensive. Yeah, way more expensive than Dallas or Texas.
The video has yet to pass a window where there's like a home looking into your house.
Yeah.
Every window you go to, there's like a home looking into.
That's good. There's
that place is beautiful though.
It is beautiful.
Fouad, you know when you came out to my place, when you left like Fort Worth and came out onto that highway, and then it was just
straight shot.
Right as you leave, right as you leave Fort Worth on the edge, there's a building development. There's a building development up there, which is like really nice.
Yeah.
And there's plots of land. There's plots of land on there. So I'm like looking, and not necessarily the plots of land, because there's some houses. They filled like 80% of the plots. Yeah. But there's some good space out there still. So I don't know. We'll look there probably first, because then that's a compromise.
Roman, would you ever move to the States, or are you set on staying in?
I've been considering it when I was by myself still, but I didn't have the money. And now that I'm married here, I own a house. So I own a house, and right now where we are, we're renting this. So
you own a house and you're renting now where you're at.
Yeah. There's people in the house.
Yeah. So it pays off.
So are you gonna like sell the house, and do you want to move to the US? Is that what you're thinking?
I would like to, I haven't really made plans yet, because I don't have any family whatsoever.
Yeah.
So my wife has family, so we have to, I think she doesn't want to leave,
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about maybe something like buying a house in the US.
Yeah.
And just having it, not like a mansion like that, but and then be able to go back and forth whenever I want.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Like a short-term rental, like an Airbnb.
I was actually thinking about buying a house there and then Airbnb-ing it whenever I wasn't there. Exactly. That way it would kind of pay for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one more, because I can't get over that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep talking, Roman.
And then you can put, I don't know the words for that, but you can, if you own a house, you can put I think it's called equity on it.
Yeah.
Letting you pull money out of it.
Yeah.
Loan against the equity.
Yep.
So my house that I own is it's worth €1 million. That's like 1.2 million dollars or something like that.
Yeah.
And I can, take something out of it, like 10%.
So you're basically just remortgage and pull some equity from it. Yeah.
Man, I know all the bodybuilding English, but I don't know all the.
Do you know where, if you were to buy like a second, I guess a second home, a summer home, whatever you want to call it, is it going to be in the US, and where in the US? Do you have any idea, or you just haven't really thought about it?
I have thought about it. I've thought about actually Florida or Texas.
Yeah, that's
what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Texas.
I can't do Florida because I can't do humid. I don't like humidity.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I was thinking Vegas or Texas.
Vegas is out fucking Texas.
Vegas, Vegas fucks me up, because if it's Florida, for example, I fly back home to Germany in 6 days.
Oh, it's like 6 hours. Yeah. Vegas is
but if I'm
12
in Vegas, it's always like you go to Atlanta, and then you go to whatever.
Yeah.
We spent like 4 days in Miami, and it was really fucking cool, man. I liked it in Miami.
I think Florida's nice. I just don't think I could deal with the humidity of it.
Yeah, I like being in Miami, right there on the beach, and food and fucking culture, and it was cool.
But then again, I don't weigh 300 pounds anymore, so maybe it won't matter to me anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not a fat, sweaty mess.
I would just, if I were to do something like that, I'd be spending the winters in Florida, and it was like 75 and sunny and perfect and beautiful. It was not much.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has become a real estate show now, so I apologize to everybody listening.
Real estate and blowjobs.
All right, let's do some bodybuilding questions. All Bro Chat and RBP members are showering at the Olympia or prison. The bar of soap hits the ground. Who is more likely to pick it up first? What the fuck? How's this question come up? I will pick it up first because no one's going to touch me. That's why. What the fuck?
Gross.
Jumping in that. What's more important, getting your meals in even when you can't eat clean, or skip a meal until you can have a good clean meal? You guys know my answer already. Eat.
Depends on the situation. If you're dieting.
Yeah, if you're dieting.
Yeah. But if you're in the off season, why the fuck does everyone has like is bitching about getting their meals in.
The way I read that is a guy who doesn't prepare his food and isn't prepared and wants to know if he's out and about, can he just go to McDonald's?
Yeah.
Well, so
That's-
what?
that's
Okay,
what
wait,
I
but
was
even
told.
if you read it that way, I've been there.
Yeah. We've all been-
I don't always every fucking where I go have a meal ready. Sometimes I'm out and I forgot to bring a meal. I'm out longer than I should have been.
and you,
It's-
yeah.
Okay, but what do you think is better though? To be like
I'm telling-
Nick,
well,
to be like Nick Walker, right? Because Nick Walker's fucking has his meals all time.
I'm
every
not
time.
saying-
or
not-
to be like you.
Well,
Be like you, where you fuck up and forget your food.
I just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying in
There is no
absolute
debate.
in a
Listen,
perfect world.
There's no debate
Right.
in a perfect, but the world's not perfect. This is what I hate about this fucking podcast sometimes. Everybody acts like everything is perfect all the time. Everybody watching this podcast is not Nick Walker. They're not
Yeah.
walking around with a cooler full of 7 meals all the time and always prepared. So they're asking,
They'd be better bodybuilders if they were.
but
Sometimes
they,
I
all, but they
pack
probably
2
have,
meals.
but they probably have full-time jobs and fucking kids, and they can't focus 100% the way a pro bodybuilder can. So they're asking for a solution instead of just being like, "No, you're fucking stupid." Like,
So sometimes I pack 2 meals and I should have packed 3 because I get caught up doing something. It
Okay.
happens.
Yeah.
In that instance, if it's an off-season setting, and let's just say I'm going to the gym and I need food before I train, I would eat. I would find a way to eat. And there's even in the McDonald's drive-through, there's options that aren't terrible.
yeah. So we have in Canada, we have a restaurant called Swiss Chalet. It's basically like, I think in the US, you guys have something like called Boston chicken. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
It's a rotisserie chicken, basically.
right. Or you
So
can get an Applebee's or something. You can order a steak and a baked potato.
No, but like Swiss Chalet is like a drive-through. Like you can just go through and get like a quarter chicken with rice.
That's great.
So it's like, I've done that many, many times. Sure, there's a little bit of oil on the rice. Sure, the fucking rotisserie chicken's it's not chicken breast, it's dark meat and stuff. But I'm like, you can get white meat only, but I'm like, it's better than not eating. So I would rather have a little bit of oil on my rice than be like, oh, I couldn't eat.
Yeah, or like a poke bowl place or something like that.
But even if you went to McDonald's, couldn't you just get like a grilled chicken, no bun?
Grilled, yeah.
You know what I
Or
mean?
even with the bun.
Or even with the bun,
Or
yeah.
Subway.
Yeah.
Subway.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yes.
Are they actually doing that? Because you'll say, oh, if you did this, if you did that, you take the banana. No, they're not fucking doing that. They're going to McDonald's. To
Well, if they're just
give me
going-
a Big Mac, give me a fuck it. I never do this normally. Just give me a Big Mac, put some bacon on there, give me the fries. I'll take a milkshake. It's
Well,
just one time.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
say we're-
Okay, fine. I'll ask you this then. It's been a couple hours since the guy ate. He knows he's not going to eat for another. He's not going to be home for another 3 or 4 hours. Let's say he does go to McDonald's. Do you think it's better for him not to eat and fast until he gets home, or you think it's better for him to have like a double Big Mac with a water?
And let's say this is a 25-year-old kid trying to put on size.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I'd be like, go have the double Big Mac.
Yeah.
Go fucking eat.
That was, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why Roman's answer is correct, because it depends.
it depends.
Depends on the situation. If the guy's 300 pounds and he's already like 20% body fat, I'm like, dude, you can fucking wait, go home.
Yeah.
No.
You can skip the meal, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, you're
get
fine. You ain't
fast.
losing shit.
Yeah.
If you're like 150 pounds and you're going to wake up at 140 if you skip that meal, then get something in, you know?
Okay, well, let's look at who this guy is.
You know what? For your YouTube channel, Fouad,
Yes, sir.
this could actually be a good topic of videos.
Yeah, you go to fast
I go
food
to all the
places.
different places and get like a meal like from a fast food place.
Yeah, trying to make it as bodybuilding friendly as possible.
But Mutant used to do that. They did like the
I could do
drive
that.
emergencies.
Yeah, I could do
Animal used to do that. Animal used to do something like that. They called it Road Warrior.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
it
I
was
think- Listen, listen. You guys use so
But here's
much,
the thing, you go
You guys
to
go
a
so-
QT,
you guys
can
go
get
so
a
ex-
protein shake.
but you guys go so extreme. You're like the 25-year-old kid or the really, really fat slob. It's like everybody's kind of in the middle. All I'm saying is,
I mean, there's plenty of fat slobs.
I know there is, but I'm just going to go. This is my own opinion, and anybody can disagree with me. I don't care. I think it's better to eat than to not eat, even if it's not necessarily the best food.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
but there's certainly a
but-
time and a place for some people where you're perfectly fine if you miss the meal.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
of all of my clients, right, I'll have different mentalities though. So I'll have two guys in the same situation. One will go to McDonald's and just get whatever the fuck he wants because he's a lazy cunt.
Mhm.
The other one will go to QT. They'll get one of those RTD like lean like protein shakes,
Yeah.
a banana, and a pack of rice cakes.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the fucking difference.
Yeah. And I'm saying I'm not saying either one's the same. I'm just saying whatever choice you make, it's better to eat something that's not perfect than it is to fast. That's all I'm saying. But then it's up to you to have a brain and choose a proper choice. That's
what I mean. If you give some people though, you'll give them this, be like, yeah, look, if you're on the road, grab a protein shake and a bag of rice cakes. And they'll be like, if I'm on the road, Ben said to eat, so yeah, I'll have McDonald's.
They said it's better to eat than to not eat, so fuck it.
Right, and that's all they'll go this way with it.
No. Yeah.
So this is what I would do.
Sure.
Maybe you can. I would go to a regular grocery store, something like that. I would get the pre-cooked eggs. You know, the pre-cooked eggs.
I've done that.
Dozen or something like that. A dozen. Then peel them, take out the yolks, eat only the egg whites, and eat a couple rice cakes with it.
So that's way more meticulous than me. I just went and bought they have boiled eggs sometimes or in packages. I just buy like 6 boiled eggs, and that's a fucking meal with an apple or something.
Or even like the bag of that pre-cooked chicken. And
I was just gonna say, like,
rice and fucking.
There's at most grocery stores now they have pre-cooked food, like a pre-cooked food area where you can get rotisserie chicken, or you can get like cuts of steak or whatever. That's sort of like, I know Whole Foods has that shit. Most other grocery stores around here have it. So
Whole Foods, if you have a Whole Foods, that's no problem.
Yeah.
If you're in the US, Canada, or Europe, you really don't have much of a fucking excuse.
Yeah, you should. There's always options, I guess. So what we'll say is it's better to eat than not to eat. Try and make the best choice you can find.
Done.
That's it.
Simple.
If you had to sleep on any piece of gym equipment for the rest of your life, which piece would you sleep on? A leg press? No. What a stupid question.
Like a really mellow hack. It's kind of.
But then you're like, you're upright.
Well, I have one of those
one of the easy hacks.
You know, one of those fat boy powerlifter benches.
Oh, like the
wider
with the fat pad on it and the wide one. I'm one of those.
No, I would get an adductor machine.
Yeah.
And there are ones where you can adjust the seat, you know, the backrest to really flat.
Yeah.
That's what I
do you want your leg?
We said to sleep. We said to sleep, not fuck. Like it's just to sleep.
Yeah, but you can adjust the foot thing,
like,
the leg things also to be like together. Because that's what I would. Or this a Cybex leg press that way you can also like adjust the backrest to very low.
Yeah, but then your feet are up. Like
no, my feet are on the floor.
Just leave them between. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a leg press too.
No, I'm getting that fat pad.
What's a fat pad?
The bench that's wider and thicker.
It's like the powerlifter's bench, but it's like wider and it's got a thicker pad on it.
But you can fall off.
That's what I was thinking.
No, because it's wider.
The leg press would hold you in. Like a squat press almost has you laying completely flat. Like the
Yeah. All right.
Or a gym mat.
Opinions on 35. Opinions on 35-pound plates at the gym.
I'm a quarter and a 10 kind of guy.
That's how I am too. How come nobody uses a 35? Ben, do you use a 35? I don't think. I
actually only very recently allowed my ego to drop away so that I was only putting 45-pound plates on. In fact, I did it on the hack. That hack video I just did.
Yeah.
I was at 9 plates the week before, and I was like, that was fucking balls. Like, I want to go heavier, but it was a lot of weight. I didn't even contemplate putting a 10 or a 25 on. I just put another fucking plate on each side, and it buried me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, maybe I should have.
Man.
I like quarters, and I use 10s. I just 35. I don't go.
Yeah, I never touch a 35. I hate it.
Roman?
I don't know why. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. I don't even.
My gym downstairs doesn't even have 15-kilo plates. That's the
Yeah. Unless you're like a weightlifter, I just don't feel like you need it. Like
I don't think I have any. I don't have any 35-pound plates in my gym.
I don't.
I only have, I think, 4 because they were given to me. Yeah, I didn't buy any. Huh.
I got a bunch of 35s in my gym and they just piss me off.
I wonder why that is though, because a 25 is not half of 45. So why is 25 okay and 35 is not?
No, but in Europe you have a 20 kilo,
Yeah,
and then a 10 kilo.
oh,
and
so
then a
you
5
half.
kilo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is half.
So in the US, yeah, they're still using the different system.
They just in the US, because we had the 20 kilo.
Yeah,
That's 44 and a half pounds.
yeah, I know.
So they made it 45s.
Yeah,
And then the next step down, so half of that would be 22 and a half pounds.
yeah.
So that they thought, oh, fuck, no one is going to
Fuck
say
it,
that.
we'll
So
just do
we're gonna
25.
25.
Yeah. How did you finance your food, supplements, coaching, and everything else as a young bodybuilder coming up?
I was
There's a shit ton
bouncing.
Yeah.
And I was working in a gym. I was doing some personal training. I worked summers at a pig farm. And
You worked at a pig farm?
that was nasty. That was fucking.
What did you do? Did you have to kill them, slaughter them, like clean up after them?
No,
What did you do?
I only had to feed them. But the whole thing in between, when the little pigs get born,
Yeah.
some of them are little disabled.
Okay.
How they kill them,
Oh,
the little pigs. They look so nice and sweet, and then they fucking kill them off like.
do you eat pork?
Not much. Only bacon.
Bacon's pork.
Bacon doesn't count. No, bacon doesn't count. Bacon's his own food over here.
He said it like it's not a pig.
No pork, just bacon.
Yeah, that's a diet I can get on board with.
Ben, what were you gonna say?
I can't remember now.
You can't remember now?
We've killed a couple of pigs out here. My father-in-law just gets his fucking pistol out and just pops him in the head. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
The little pigs, when they come out and they're like they can't walk properly or something like that, these guys just took him and slammed him on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's barbaric.
And I was like, fuck. And then they put him in like just regular bags, like where the food was in before.
Yeah.
They just put him in. And I'm not even sure that they were all dead,
Oh, okay.
Like it,
Oh my God.
So, Fouad, how did you finance your food?
I bounced. I worked a fucking ton of different jobs, man. I managed a pizzeria. I bounced at a club. I managed a strip club. I worked in
Whoa, go back.
What?
You managed a strip club.
Yeah. I managed a
I
strip
knew
club for like a year and a half, I think. About
So
a
you
year.
set the schedule and did payroll and handled all the drama between the women.
Yes.
Did you do
it all?
Yes.
You had to do all the interviews, right?
I did all the interviews.
I did the scouting.
Let me see.
Yeah,
I did all the interviews.
went to all the local gyms and
I got all
business card.
I got all the features because we used to do feature dancers on the weekends. Like they would be like celebrity strippers. So I'd have to
There are celebrity strippers.
celebrity strippers. Yes.
Would you schedule like the B team for Wednesdays? Like, would you decide?
Yeah, there was like that. There was like the house girls.
the flow team. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like the house girls, and then there was like the night shift, and then there was like the feature girls, the feature dancers.
The Saturday nighters.
Well, those are ones you bring in from out of town.
Oh,
They usually have a special talent, like they shoot golf balls.
Wait, whenever I
They
went,
shoot golf balls out of their
to,
pussy or something, or like stuff like that.
oh, you were low.
Yeah.
So I could just see you just sitting back in the back room smoking a cigar, asking them what they can do.
What's your talent?
They shoot golf balls out of their pussy at you.
Yeah.
What else?
How good are you at suck starting? Let me see.
Like
this golf ball through a hose.
It was fun, man. You see a lot of dumb shit. I grew up really fast, man. Like when I went from managing a pizzeria to working at a club downtown, just a regular club. And you kind of grow up because you see some dumb shit and there's some fights and you're like, okay, you grow up a little bit. Then I went from working there to working in a strip club, and then I really grew up. It was like seeing girls go in the bathroom and blow guys for fucking for a line of Coke and like just really, really dumb shit. And I'm like, okay, now I
mean, isn't it your job to stop that kind of thing happening as the manager?
No. It's my job. No. It's my job to keep them happy. I'm like, if that makes you happy, then go. God bless you. Go have fun.
So Fouad was a pimp.
God bless.
Sat outside the door like this.
No, I didn't get a cut of. I didn't get a cut of anything, so I wasn't a pimp. No, but like everybody knows what's going on in the club. You just, what were you say, Roman?
Well,
I'm still wondering why the pizzeria job ended.
Why did
profits went down?
Not stealing pizza.
Oh man, I got so fat when I worked there. Can I tell you, I gained 100 pounds in the first year.
What?
When I started working at that pizzeria, I mean, also it was a growth spurt because it was like between 17 and 18. I was 140
pounds, so that's fucking outrageous.
I was like 140. I was 140 or 150 pounds. And then a year later, I was 230, 240 pounds. So I gained like 90. I gained 90 to 100 pounds. And I still didn't look like fat because I had like wide shoulders, but I definitely got chubby.
Were you on stuff?
No, I never took anything till I was 20.
You gained 100 pounds naturally in a year?
Yeah. Yeah. My family is genetically
all muscle too.
No, trust me, I had like my ass. My sister would always be like, why are you sticking your ass out? I'm like, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just fucking
so 50 pounds of mozzarella back there.
No, but so I got fat. So that's when I started actually doing cardio and just trying to lose weight. And then that led to bodybuilding. But I didn't do it.
That wasn't intentional. You weren't like trying to cultivate mass. You weren't trying to get huge.
I was playing football, so I didn't care. Like, we would dick around in the gym, in the high school gym and stuff and work out. And I didn't care that I was heavier because I was a fucking defensive lineman.
Right. Yeah.
So it was okay. Right. But then it got kind of out of hand. I was getting chubby. I'm like, okay. So I started doing cardio and shit.
That's when you got really.
I need steroids.
No, I still didn't do steroids. I remember because I started trying to get leaner like 18, 19. It was like my first girlfriend was around that time, like long-term girlfriend. So I started to get leaner around 18, 19. And I had friends that were doing juice. And I was like, oh, that's bad. Those guys are bad. Because I think at 19, I started working at the club. And that's when I heard of guys doing juice. And I was like, that shit's fucked up. And then when I started bodybuilding, I was like, all right, well, I guess I got to do it too. So I didn't do any gear until I started competing. It was like directly connected.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, the strip club was fun. I learned a lot of shit and learned a lot about women and how bad things.
Tricks yourself?
Huh?
You learn any tricks yourself? You're going home.
Ping pong ball in hand.
I don't have any stories. Okay. I start my first prep in 2 weeks. What's one thing you wish you knew for your first prep? What's one piece of advice you can give for your first prep?
Fatter than you think you are. You're not as big as you think you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the opposite. That's true, but I'm also going to say the opposite. Do what your coach tells you. If you have a coach, don't overdo it because it's easy to go the other way. Like it's easy to do too much sometimes.
I think most people in their first prep aren't going to do too much though.
I agree. I did.
Did you?
Yeah. My first prep, I was so scared to eat by the end that I was actually just shrinking.
Yeah. Just follow the plan. If you have a good coach, follow the plan to the T.
Yeah. Roman, do you have one?
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And then
practice your mandatories.
Practice posing. That's important. Get someone. Don't try to save money at the end. Get someone to do your 10.
Yes.
Yeah. And because all the work you put in those 12 weeks, and then you're gonna fuck up your stage presence because you did your 10 yourself to save $100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Yeah. That was actually one of a compliment I got from a judge at my first show that I think is important. You guys mentioned posing. He said I looked polished on stage, and that always made me feel really proud.
Yeah.
Because like some guys like shake on stage, or they like don't hold their pose long enough, or like they just their poses look awkward, or their transitions are really bad. So learning how to do all that stuff will make you look better than you are. Like even if you're not as a good shape, like if two guys, one guy's like 10 out of 10 condition, one guy's 9 out of 10, but this guy's tan and posing and everything is perfect, it could actually probably pull him ahead of this guy if his posing and preparation is shit. So
if you don't fade after 2 rounds of posing,
yeah. Contest prep food for life or no TV and movies?
No TV, no movies. That means no Netflix, nothing.
Nothing.
I'm doing that.
I ain't doing that.
I can deal with contest prep food for life.
Yeah.
That's Mm.
Am I the only one who's not doing that?
Yeah.
No, I feel like we all do that. I mean, that's just.
I don't want contest prep food for life.
So you'd rather give up movies and films?
I think he's asking.
TV, I don't really understand the question. If you're allowed to watch TV, you have to eat contest prep food.
No,
Yeah.
If you want to eat McDonald's, you can't watch TV.
Can't watch TV.
Okay, forget it. It's a bad question. Forget it. Let's skip that. Let's skip that one. Would you rather be a top fitness influencer or an amateur that won't make it pro?
I'm both.
Depends on how I look.
You. Completed it.
Marty, why are you talking about Ben? Yeah, Ben wants to be Ben's both. So what the fuck does that mean? Now you might make it pro. You might make it pro.
These days, yeah.
In what sport? That's you didn't clarify what sport. I might take up golf.
Who can eat the most chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant?
Papa Fouad right there.
Yeah.
James apparently can eat a lot.
Chips and salsa.
No doubt.
Would you rather be Spider-Man or Batman?
Oh, Batman.
Spider-Man.
I really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe from like
You can climb buildings and shit, man.
I actually have a superpower.
Batman's rich as fuck. I want to be rich as fuck. I want to.
Yeah, but I have a Spidey.
Yeah, but I can be Spider-Man, and then I can do appearance. Wait, as Spider-Man, I can do appearances and charge a shitload of money and get rich.
You would monetize your
superpower.
Okay,
yeah. And
that's smart.
Being Spider-Man, you also have healing, right?
Yeah, you could recover from your workouts a lot faster.
Yeah, you guys are convincing me. I'm gonna
think how many single arm pull-ups you can do as Spider-Man. You can fucking go.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Spider-Man's little and doesn't have.
That's true.
No,
but that's
I'd be my size and Spider-Man.
No, you have to be Spider-Man
If I
size.
was Bruce Wayne, I would just quit fighting crime, liquidate my assets, and then just chill.
So you just
Justin,
like
what's your
gadgets though? You know, because I would still keep the bat car. I would still fly around with my cape on.
Justin? What's your ultimate goal? Is it to be the cannabis king, or is it just to be financially set so you don't have to ever work again?
Really financially set. I mean, the cannabis thing, I would like to see these businesses grow as big as they can, and inside of 10 years, sell them. That's probably ideally what I would think to do.
but then what?
50
But then what?
is like growing weed.
Wait. So in 10 years' time, say you sell them all for exactly what you anticipate in your head, right?
Sure.
Then what? Because I haven't known you for that long, but I'd imagine your brain is going to need a project to work on.
Yeah, and I do think about that because I know inside of like right now, this pivot into bodybuilding, I see the business of bodybuilding, and I'm allocating a lot of energy into that. And I think from there, it would just be probably real estate. That'd probably be the.
What about just enjoying life? It doesn't have to be something.
Yeah, I feel like I still need something though.
No, like I'll take Ben's example, right? So first, I'm asking the question because I was reading Patrick Bet-David's book, and he said you have to know who you are, and I didn't realize who I was. Right? He's like, "Are you an entrepreneur? Do you like building businesses? Is that your main motivation, or do you like financial freedom? Is that your main motivation?" And that was the first two things he listed. Then there was like three others, right? Or do you like working for somebody? There was a couple others. Anyway, the point was, I thought I was an entrepreneur. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, I kind of just want financial freedom. So if one day I could build Hostile and sell it for $100 million, say, and I'm like, okay, I'm financially free. I don't need to have another job. Like as far as what Ben's saying, like I could be like,
no, but you're gonna end up. I guarantee, and I don't know. I'm just theorizing. I suspect.
yeah.
What's your ideal? If I gave you $100 million right now, what you gonna do for next year? What do you do?
If you told me I had infinite money and I didn't have to worry about having money ever again,
Yeah, say that.
I would just do all the hobbies and things that I want to do. Like I would I would do MMA and I would travel and I would like buy cars.
But okay, so you're gonna do MMA. You're gonna start getting. I want to get better at MMA. I'm gonna.
Yeah. I would have a hobby that I want to get good
You're
at.
gonna start getting good at it. If you just went like some people are like, I just want to go and sit on a beach, or go to Dubai and live in a like.
Oh no. I still want to.
But
I still want to learn skills.
What I mean is, but if you go and just chill out, right?
Yeah.
After a year, you're gonna be like, I need to do something.
No. I wouldn't. You're right. I wouldn't be like, oh, I just want to sit and watch TV or sit on a beach or like, no, I want to like learn other skills. Like, you know what I mean? But it wouldn't necessarily be work is what I'm saying. It would be free to learn.
No,
whatever.
I'm not saying work, but you'd have a project. You'd have something.
I would have a project.
Exactly.
You're like, I want to work on something.
I want to work on something. Yes, you're right. But when I say financial freedom, I mean like the thing I'm working on is not to make money. It's just for my own personal fulfillment.
Yeah.
I already have the financial freedom to do.
That's what I mean. You might get sucked into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Go, right, fuck this. I'm going to get a black belt.
Yeah.
Well, now you're working on, because Justin, as far as I'm aware, I might be wrong, but his business, if he didn't try to be a bodybuilder, his businesses are fine. So Justin is doing this. I'm going to be the best bodybuilder I can. Bodybuilding isn't putting bread on his table.
I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Like he's doing that thing.
So I agree with you, but I think you can have both. So I want the financial freedom so I can work on other skills or enjoy other hobbies, but they're not based on money. So that's the thing. But what the book was saying is some people are entrepreneurs where they want to build a business, sell it, and then build another business and sell it and build another and just keep doing that because that's their.
There's a part of me that feels like if I was in your position and I got into jujitsu and I got deep into jujitsu in 2 years, I'd be thinking, let's start my own jujitsu gym. Like that would,
I might be like that too. Who knows?
You know, like I do love building businesses. I love the entrepreneur.
Here's the thing: you have the financial freedom, right? Mm-hmm. So you're into this thing. Why would you? I mean, like I did. I built a gym in my front yard. Well, you're gonna. Yeah. I want to have it perfect. I have my friends come. I want the coaches that I want. I want to have the showers there. Yeah. You're gonna start doing that.
So you think certain type of personalities can't ever just chill?
Yeah, and I don't think that's to say like right now what my financial freedom does for me is allots me of free time to invest into my passions and to invest into experience. That's what I really want to do, is be able to invest into traveling and other worldly experiences. So I don't want, I'm not that guy that's working 70 hours a week at my businesses. That's not going to make me happy. Yeah. You know, I understand that's not who I am. But it definitely allows me the ability to allocate this much focus into bodybuilding. But I also see bodybuilding as a business, and I know that I can monetize bodybuilding. So that's always in my mind. So I think investing this free time into my passion, it will also turn into a business, and it's just kind of full circle.
See, I don't see the term financial freedom as meaning sit on my ass and do nothing.
No, yeah.
I see the term financial freedom meaning I can do what I want because I don't have to worry about paying my bills.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's kind of what I mean by I want financial freedom. So I can maybe start taking a fucking racetrack or like go to a racetrack and learn how to drive cars or like, you know.
But that's what I mean. You'll start off going, oh, I want to try this and try that and try this and try that until you find, and then eventually you'll find something that catches you.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean, but that's
no. I'm just, what I mean is you're not going to try to, you don't need to earn a living from it, but that mindset that we have of that, okay, now I have this passion in front of me. Now I want to, you're not going to just keep doing every day. You do a different thing. You're going to start honing.
There'll be something that catches me. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. We'll do a couple more and then we'll go. If I work out early in the morning at 5 a.m. and then the next day I work out at night at 9 p.m., could it be considered a rest?
9 a.m. and 9 p.m.?
I don't think so. Not if you didn't sleep in between.
He does sleep in between.
He is. Like Monday morning, he trains at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Then Tuesday night, he's training at 9
No.
p.m.
It says if I work out early in the morning at 5 a.m. and then the next day I work out at 9 p.m., could it be considered a rest? Oh, so he's saying like Monday he worked out at 5 a.m. and then Tuesday he worked out at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still one workout a day to me.
That's the one workout. I could see if you were working out at 9 p.m. and then worked out at 5 a.m. Those windows are really close the next day. But regardless if you slept, you're still resting in between.
No,
but it's not a rest day.
It's not a rest day. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, is that what a rest day?
Yeah, he's implying is that a rest day because it's so far apart.
No. I want a 24-hour period and a full sleep in between. Yeah.
Roman's like, what happened to the second workouts on both of those days?
Yeah, Roman, you've been doing.
I understand the question now.
How long have you been doing 2-a-days for? Your whole career, Roman?
Yeah, with a couple breaks, like short breaks in between.
Do you ever wonder how much bigger you would be if you only trained once?
Pull the Anadrol and the second session.
Watch him explode. Yeah. No, do you ever think of that experiment? Like maybe I'll just train once a day and see what happens?
It sounds stupid. I've tried it.
Didn't feel good?
And it worked. It did work. If I say that, everyone is going to be like, yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're going to say, I think.
No, I got so strong. I hurt myself all the time.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were
2 days. You do like a back in the morning and then you do biceps at night.
You cut out.
Yeah, exactly.
Justin, ask that question again. You cut out for a second.
I'm asking how you structure your 2-a-days. Would you do like back in the morning and then biceps at night?
I do like, for example, like chest in the morning, and then I do shoulders and triceps at night.
Triceps. Why don't you can't just do chest, shoulders, and triceps in one session, like a push session?
I couldn't do that.
I have done that actually but I like to have the break in between because the volume is still the same, right?
How much training is it? Is it an hour each session? So it's 2 hours of training? Yeah.
For example, shoulders and triceps only takes 50 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then an hour for chest, 45 minutes. Well, then you're really, if you look at what you're training in a day, because my session, if I were to do chest, shoulders, and triceps, it would take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like doing it. I don't like being in the gym for more. The only day that takes me an hour and a half is leg day.
No, see, in a prep, I love like my sessions when they're long in a prep, especially when my food is low, because I'm not hungry when I'm in the gym. It
takes more time.
Right? I'm just getting on with it.
Yeah.
So
I just can't. Yeah.
All my sessions take me 90 minutes.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Sometimes
my shortest one is 90.
Yeah, 90 plus for sure. Especially if I'm
actually
like a back day. If I'm deadlifting, I'll be in the gym 2 hours.
Actually, I have done more volume per session, so they lasted longer, the sessions, and then I didn't make basically any progress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But right now I have it figured out. So I'm doing it. It just works right now. So I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
On your leg day, do you do like quads in the morning and hamstrings at night then?
No, I do actually calves and hamstrings in the morning, and then I do quads at night because after quads I'm so wiped out.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing 3 exercises for quads. I pick 3 exercises like a squat, like a free weight barbell, then another maybe a hack squat or leg press, and then an extension or sissy squat, something like that, and adductors, which doesn't count. Yeah. And then I'm done. 3 sets, two sets, maybe 3 on each, and that's it. Like let's say three sets on the extension, 2 sets on the squat, and 2 hack squats.
Yep.
And I'm done.
Exactly.
And then other people, and then there's always like, because I have good hamstrings, and then people ask me, man, how do you get a good hamstring drop or something like that? And then I say, yeah, how do you train them? Yeah, I do some curls after quads. And like, man, after quads, you can, that's not, you can't be productive after, because you're most likely your lower back is shot already. And then mentally you're out of it. And then you're trying to do hamstrings and you just, let's do a couple sets of curls and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's why nobody has calves, because they wait till the end of their leg workout to train their calves.
I always do calves on my other, like I'll do calves on a chest day or a shoulder day.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and I usually always do them first too. That was something I started doing a long time ago.
Exactly.
So like if I'm doing chest, I'll do 2 or 3 exercises of calves first. I kind of feel it gets like the blood moving.
Yeah.
I'm warmed up when I start chest.
It's all
Okay, this is great for all of you guys. But if you're me and you have a shitty chest,
I
don't want to start with calves because I'm trying to start.
No, but it doesn't. But even if I do
joking,
2, no, but I'm just, for people listening, like even if I do 2 exercises, like say I do seated calf raises and donkey calf raises or something, it takes nothing away from my chest workout, but it gets the blood flowing, gets my body warm, and to make sure I do it right. Because if I do it after chest, I'm going to do what Roman said. I'm going to be like, do a few sets and fucking leave.
But now I'm in a prep. I actually prefer, like, I'll go in the gym in the morning and I'll do 2 sets of hard calves.
Yeah.
And abs, and then start my cardio.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm fresh and I'm good. And
I did that too. Yeah.
So Roman, you don't actually do, like, your cumulative volume, including the 2 sessions, isn't more than what Ben or I would do in our 1 session. You just
right now it isn't. It used to be. It used to be ridiculous. Actually, I started out reasonable, and then over the years, I would add on. Let's do another set here. Let's add another exercise. Maybe I can superset this one with this one, and it counts as 1 set. And then, I no joke, I ended up at one point doing 40 sets per, like, I did like 40 sets of shoulders and then 10 sets of
40 sets for shoulders.
Yeah, that would be like 2 presses of 2 sets of 5 sets each, then 2 side raises of 5 sets each, 2 rear delts of 5 sets each, then an upright row, and then it was ridiculous.
The most I've done for shoulders is 16 sets, and like on a day where I was purposely trying to be an asshole, I might have done 20.
Yeah, but how many of these sets are? I mean, if you're doing 5 sets,
they're not like it. Roman doesn't train like you guys, you guys train.
I think he does.
No, he's not doing, like, there's a pyramid, but it's not like a.
Roman, if you're working up on your squats, you're working up to 405. I see you're progressing.
He does 10. He does 10s all the way up.
You do sets of 10 all the way up?
No, when I say 5 sets, okay, that's actually something I did. That's for real. I did 6 plates for, I think 6 plates on the back squat. That was my heaviest for 6 reps.
Okay, so how do you work up to that?
Yeah, I'm doing 1 plate.
For how many?
Like maybe 10, like just to get the feel of it.
Okay.
2 plates for 10, 3 plates for 10. Then I get 4 plates. I only do like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 sets. I only feel the weight out. I do 2 reps.
Yeah.
And then I did 6 plates 5 times.
What?
So I did.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to get to.
So you did 10 fucking sets then? Really? If you count the feeders.
The warm-up sets don't count.
Yeah, you count the warm-ups.
Those aren't. Yeah.
No.
So when
I did 6 plates.
No, he's not counting the warm-ups. He's only.
I know he's not. But when he says 40, he really means fucking 80.
80 working or 4 working sets.
Well,
so
I wouldn't.
So
I'd count it as 40.
6 plates 5 times. So on the first set,
I know.
6. Then I got 4. Then for some reason, that always happens, I get stuck at 1 rep. Like I do 3, and then maybe 2 or 3, and that's the.
Okay, that's fucking. I'm sorry, man, but that's insane. If you're doing
your central nervous system,
you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 plates, 5 plates. Now that's 5 sets done, right? I know they're warm-up sets. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now you're doing another 5 sets, and then you're doing that for 4 or 5 exercises.
Yeah. Next, I would do like a squat machine. And then whatever weight I get up to, like 5 plates aside or 4 plates aside, I do. That's when it got even better. I did when I do a machine like that and I can rest pause. I would say to myself, okay, we're gonna do 5 sets here. Whatever I get on the first set, let's say on the first set I get 10. I have to get 10 on the following 4 sets. So let's say I fail at 8 on the next one,
So
or 7.
So he did 4 Widowmakers.
Yeah. Okay.
So
After
Just for the people listening, Roman, how well
That was
did
too
this
much.
approach work?
Not at work, maybe like the first week,
Okay.
and then it didn't work at all.
Good.
At
That's
all.
I think that's really important to get
well,
out.
that's the whole point I was
Don't
trying
do
to get to is it's way too much volume. Like you
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
nobody can sustain that.
And was it a
Can't
recovery
recover.
issue? I mean,
he can't recover from it. That's
I
it.
couldn't imagine you can recover from that.
I actually did that for quite a while.
No,
For
but
quite a
there's,
while.
but wait a minute.
Banged my head against the wall, and realized I was going nowhere.
Yeah.
Because there's such a thing as fucking is chronically overtraining and not knowing it. You're just chronically overtrained, so you don't know it. You just keep going in, and you tell yourself it's a mental thing. You're like, no, I can do it, and you drink some stims or you do whatever, and you keep doing the same fucking workout over and over again, and you're overtraining. You're not gaining anything from it because you're doing so much.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I didn't even feel tired or anything. I was like, this is normal.
Yeah, but because it was so normal for you that you didn't realize your body was like, what the fuck?
And I talked to Matt Jensen at the Indie Pro in 2018, and I told him that, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah,
it's like you got to do way less.
But why didn't you think to go 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate, 5 plate, 6 plate to failure, and then move on?
Because in Flex magazine, when I was younger, it said 5 sets. And
so you read it as five top sets.
I'm so glad you didn't read the Flex magazine that said German volume training 10 sets, because then we'd all be fucked.
I would always do 10 sets on leg days for a while. It was always 10 sets of 20 on leg presses. 10 sets of 20.
Yeah. I did.
So pyramid up in weight, or are you talking about getting to a top weight and doing that for 10 sets of 20?
Let's say I get to 10 plates aside.
Yeah.
I got that for 20.
Yeah.
And then I would do 10 sets for 20 reps with 10 plates aside.
Oh my God, Roman. I'm shocked that your body's not like destroyed. You know, all this tells me is you should be Ronnie Coleman's size by now, but you just destroyed your body for the last 10 years.
There we go with the hip replacement.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
I thought we were going to do a rate your physique, but I guess not. Okay.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. We'll rate his physique and then we'll tell him how to train.
Not Roman's on his shitty phone though. Too blurry.
What pose did you want to perfect the most when you first started?
What pose?
Yeah.
Front double bicep.
Right, front double.
Yeah. There's nowhere to hide on the front double.
That's the one you guys wanted to perfect the most?
That was always like my best shot anyway, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's the most fun.
Yeah.
I like the side tricep.
It's a classic one. My son's already doing that, you know?
Yeah. I always hated.
I asked a kid do a flex and they do that, right?
I always hated my front double, so I just never want to do it. So, would you rather live the exact same life again or live a new one?
I'd live this one again.
Do I have my knowledge when I start over?
I don't know. It doesn't say. Let's say no.
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 Okay, your next life might be shit.
Yeah.
I've loved my life.
Yeah,
so I'm taking this one again. 100%.
I'm taking the same one. If I have the knowledge, if I had different knowledge, I would make changes.
So if you had different, if you could take your brain with you, you would go back again and start a new one.
Well,
I would
if I had the brain and I knew, would I still get hit by that car? And then would I be a bodybuilder?
Yeah, you would already know. You'd be like, well,
I would have started lifting in high school.
You're like,
yeah,
if
you
I BMX,
been way earlier.
You're like, if I BMX, I'm going to break my legs twice.
Yeah, I'm just never getting on my bike.
Yeah.
But I can be a really good bodybuilder if I just do this now.
So Justin, if you could go back and do it again, you would not BMX ever?
No, I love BMX. I think I love a lot of what that taught me, the relationships I have. I would definitely ride BMX.
I can't honestly
I really value those times in my life.
You just wouldn't take that drug that druggy with you.
I just
You would
wouldn't
take the crackhead.
The handlebars.
I probably would have just gotten. I would definitely would have gotten into bodybuilding a lot sooner.
So basically, the question has become: if you could go back and change anything, would you?
Oh man, no, not really.
Roman?
There's people
Yes.
I spend more time with, loved ones, things like that. But as far as like the overall trajectory of my life, I wouldn't want to change anything.
Roman, what would you change?
Yes, I would approach training smarter. Not get
You
too
would have done.
too carried away.
You would have done low volume.
No. I just
I'm
would.
just joking.
I just would avoid the periods that I definitely overdid it.
Yeah,
With too much volume.
Yes.
I've done. I do agree. There can be too much volume. I'm definitely going to agree with that.
Yeah.
That's all.
You would have drunk less vodka that night as well.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you could've
remember,
remembered.
right?
Handled those two girls. Yeah.
So that's all you would have changed. That's good. That means you've got a pretty good life if that's all you're going to change.
Maybe I would have. No, I can't say that. I would have. I wanted to say that I would have moved to the US.
I wonder what your life. You ever wonder that, like, what your life would have been if you just did like one little
Yeah.
zig instead of a zag?
I just
Time.
thought about that yesterday, but then I wouldn't have met my wife,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that is very, very important to me.
But you would have met
Right
a
now.
different wife, and she probably would have been just as great.
I don't know that.
I'm just joking.
So when I got hit by that car, I was supposed to move to LA. I had a friend in LA who rode BMX professionally, and I was going to move down there, and I was going to be with him, and I was going to move down there, and that was going to be a different trajectory for my BMX thing. I got hit by the car, and then I got in the gym. Now I'm a pro bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So if I didn't get hit by that car, I who knows? I could be in LA. Right?
You'd be a pro BMX guy right now.
If
Yeah.
so,
Or
I
I'd
would
have
think-
like
same thing goes for me. If I didn't get hit by the car and had to like basically move back to my parents, I'd have never have met Luke.
Yeah.
And then
right.
I have a question about what I was joking around with Roman about. Do you think when you meet your wife, that's the woman you're supposed to marry, or do you think you meet your wife when you're ready to be married?
That's deep.
No, I definitely was not ready to be married.
But think about it, because you could be ready and it's subconscious, right? Like I'm ready to meet this woman, right?
No.
So what happened, Roman?
It took her a lot of sacrifice and effort to get through my shell,
I
so
see.
to speak.
But you
And she
had
was-
to. But wait a minute. But you had to have been open to receiving that. So what I'm saying
Yes.
is, so this is what I'm trying to say is, okay, if you asked me when I was 20, if I met Summer when I was 23, we wouldn't be married. But I met Summer when I was 27, and I was ready to accept that could be the wife, right? So like what I'm saying is it the woman that's the right woman, or is it the timing that's the right timing?
I think timing is very important. If I met my
Timing, yes.
5 years prior, yeah, it would have been a different story.
Ben?
yeah.
What do you think?
I don't believe in religion, but I believe in this whole like timing is like you meet people for a reason.
A
Like,
reason.
they come into your life at the right time or the wrong time, or
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
yeah.
So I was like, you know, when you try to feed a stray dog.
Yeah.
That was me,
You're
the
the
stray
stray
dog. Yeah.
She trained you to be normal.
She just, crushed my, got through to me.
You broke down.
I was all like, chicken and rice. I don't give a fuck about anybody.
She added the
or
pasta.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
What? Yeah. But you're still like that, no?
No, I'm not like that anymore towards her.
He's a vulnerable, open man, and he's
he knows how to balance
Yeah.
Don't start. It's a balance. We're gonna get to another argument. Fuck, this show's just an argument after an argument after another argument.
Every time. I love you guys.
I can't.
I love you too.
I
I
can't.
learned to.
I can't think of anything I would have changed. I'm pretty happy. My life is fucked up in a lot of ways, but it's led me to this point.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Yeah, things are kick ass right now. I feel.
I
good.
learned that. I learned that a long time ago. I used to always think I would love to change this or love to change that. And somebody said to me once, they're like, all your fuck ups and all of the good things that you've done in your life combined have taught you to be this person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got another question. But if you could, from today moving forward, just change the take something out, add something in, would you?
Would I like to be a different person in some ways?
No. From the point you're at right now,
Yeah.
you can like go in, you can like pause your life, and you can edit something out. So you can move. You could like lift up your life and be in Texas right now. You could.
I would
change
pause.
your wife, not change your wife, but you could change your wife to be shorter or have whatever. I don't know. Or you could. What would you?
I would
change
pause my
life?
life and remove Nick Tergilli, and then I would press play. I press play again. No, I don't. I'm good, man. I'm good. I like. I mean, Ben's probably thinking of something I've told him, but I can't think of it right now in my head. I don't know anything I would pause or remove.
No, anything that is along those lines, we can't broadcast.
Yeah. All right. Are we good? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, boys. Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
We'll talk
Have a
again
good day,
soon.
gentlemen.
Okay. Bye.
Good to meet you guys. Oh.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.